welcome back to my channel. Long time no see or speak. I hope you've all been doing really well, and I'd like to wish you a happy new year and all the best for 2026. So, I'm back today with a Wizarding Trunk unboxing. It's actually my first time having subscribed to the Wizarding Trunk, and they have a really cool theme going on, which really motivated me to subscribe. Basically, each box is going to be themed of like one of the films slash books. So this is the year one box. I also have the year two box with me, which I'm going to be unboxing in my next video. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so like I said, I have my first ever Wizarding Trunk box. This is the year one box themed after the Philosopher's Stone. So yeah, let's open this up and see what goodies we've got inside. So I already cut it up to eliminate some of that noise. Oh, actually, first I'll talk about the box itself. So basically, we have this parcel looking box, which kind of, emulates the way that packages are wrapped within the Harry Potter universe, normally with that brown paper and then like twine. So we see that it says the Owlery. We have a little fake wax seal. There is a Hogwarts trunk here with a little pot of ink. There is a little Hedwig in her cage here. We've got the Hogwarts Express on this side. Anything else? Nope, that's it. So yeah, let's dive into the box. So like I said, I've never bought from Wizarding Trunk before, but I've always really liked the type of items that they make. They seem like they would really be my vibe, so I'm excited to see what's in here. Okay, so seeing a few items at the top here, there is a paper item. Let's just see what this is. Oh, that's so cool. That's like a Hogwarts acceptance letter and a supply list. So here is the acceptance letter, and here is the year one supply list. Okay, so I'll read that out to you. So it says, "Dear student, we are pleased to inform you that your name has been recorded in the book for admittance and you have been accepted to the School of Magic. Please find enclosed a list of all necessary magical equipment you will require. The autumn term will commence as scheduled. Kindly confirm your attendance by OWL. We look forward to welcoming you into our time-honored halls, where generations of witches and wizards have studied the magical arts. This School of Magic stands as a bastion of knowledge, tradition, and discovery, and your journey is about to begin. Respectfully, Ignatius Duskwell, Headmaster." So that's pretty cool. And this paper has like an interesting texture to it. It's kind of like slippery, like it has some sort of coating, so it seems more durable. So that's cool. And then as far as the supply list goes, oh, okay, the supply list is the spoiler list for what's in the bag, so we'll look at that at the end. Okay, so first I am seeing a metal bookmark. And as usual, if you can't see stuff well, I'll make sure to include some closer up clips or photos. So this is themed after divination. It says The Secrets of Centaurian Divination by Chiromedius. So let's open this up and get a closer look. It's always hard to open these when you've got long nails. So that is quite nice. A metal bookmark that is a copper rose gold color. It says The Secrets of Centaurian Divination, and you have a centaur and I don't know, some like symbols and a bow and arrow here. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, it looks really nice, but metal bookmarks are not my favorite. Sometimes I do find they kind of like scratch up your pages or like distress them a bit, and then they're also really heavy and tend to slip out, but it does look really pretty. Okay, moving on, I'll go with this curious pink box, and I think I know what's going to be in here given that it's a year one box. So here's the box. exactly the theme I thought it would have. The Happy Birthday Harry theme, which is a key feature for anything Philosopher's Stone themed. So this is, oh, that's cute. It's like a little miniature cake stand, or perhaps you could even use this to hold some jewelry, or yeah, just as a display piece. So that is pretty cool. It's a nice like ceramic material and it feels quite hefty. I feel like I would have preferred if maybe this was like a container that had a lid just so it could be a bit more useful. But it's definitely really cute and I appreciate that it's made out of like a good quality solid material and not just plastic. So that's pretty cool. Just put that away. Okay, moving on. So we have this taller, narrower box. Oh, this is a potion. If you don't already know, Wizarding Trunk is famous for these little potion items that they have in all their boxes. That looks really cool. It's really shimmery. So this is an Elixir of Life potion. And there's a really nice like red metallic shimmer to it. There's a wax seal on it that has the Deathly Hollows. And again, this is nice, like very heavy and glass. And it's my first time I'm actually getting a potion in a subscription box, because all the potions I got in the past, like they just looked like potion bottles, but they didn't actually have like real liquid in them. So this is really cool. And you see it catches the night really nicely. It's a really bright red. So that's really cool. Probably my favorite item that we've opened so far. Just carefully put this away so we don't break anything. Okay, what goodies do we have next? Okay, I'll go with this. So this is like a little spray bottle. It says Draught of Peace. And what is it? Herbalist approved. This room spray smells of sage, chamomile, and balsam resin, a draught or draft to help calm unrest in the mind. So this is a little room spray. That is pretty cool, honestly. Let's just see what this smells like. It smells quite nice, honestly. It's very much like a men's cologne type of scent, like a wintry scent, exactly like it says. It's got the balsam, so it's kind of like a Christmas tree vibe. And that's a quite nice scent. I definitely would use that as a room spray. These type of scents are actually really up my street. I kind of like more masculine, really like woodsy, wintry, like foresty scents. So 2 thumbs up for me on that one. I'm tasting the perfume now. That's what happens when you spray it close to your face. Oops. Okay, moving on. So we've got this little brown pouch, and this definitely feels like it's a pin. So I'm sure that's going to be what it is. Exactly. This is a hard enamel pin of the Owlery, and it's got the 2 clasps in the back, and I'm sure we'll need close-ups of this because there's a lot of details that are quite small. Basically, the Owlery storefront. So this is cute, but pin badges are not really my favorite because I just don't really have that much use for them. I do have a pin board with my pins, but it's already like filled up. Um, and yeah, they're not my favorite unless there's something like super, super cool that I would wear like on a jacket or a bag. My favorite pin I've ever gotten actually was probably several years ago in an Accio box. I think it was like their December box. They had like a Yule Ball theme, and one of the pins in there was gorgeous. It was like looking exactly like the Yule Ball invitation. I'll insert a photo of that so you guys know what I'm talking about. That's my favorite pin I've ever gotten. Kind of hard to top that one. Okay, continuing on. One of these larger boxes. You can't really hear anything. It is packed very securely, which is a good sign. Oh, this looks really cool. I know exactly what this is. So This is one of those like sconces, you know, that we see throughout Hogwarts Castle. And they're normally like huge and they've got like the fire in them, right? They light up the corridors. And then I'm seeing this little tea light in here, so that definitely goes together. So let's turn that on. Wait a second, I need both hands for this. Well, that's cool. It kind of flickers. So that is really cool. Now, this is my favorite item in the box. This is really, really nice. I love when stuff like look like this. It's like you wouldn't really know what this was if you weren't a fan. You know, it's quite subtle. It's got a nice, like, old school vibe to it, nice weight to it. I've never actually seen this done as a prop before. That's pretty cool. You could even use it as like a little, like, you know, ambiance lamp by your bed or something on a little coffee table. So yeah, that is really, really cool. We've got the owls in all four corners and then a little area where the Hogwarts crest is supposed to be. So that is really, really awesome. Okay, what should I go with next? Okay, I'll open this curious little silver box. The way that this is packaged seems like it might be a jewelry item, and I know that Wizarding Trunk does do jewelry items sometimes. Let's see. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, so this is a silver little charm of the flying keys that we see during the trials to get to the Philosopher's Stone. I'm sure we're going to need close-ups of this because it's like really small, but it's really, really pretty, honestly. There's like a sort of holographic effect on the wings, and it's got a little lobster clasp so that you can clip it onto anything. So yeah, I'll make sure to insert a close-up of that because I'm sure you guys can't see it, but it's really, really pretty. I would definitely wear that. Okay, so we've only got 2 items left and then some paper replicas. So this says Bramble and Briar's Apothecary, and there's a cauldron on the box. So this is probably something cauldron related. We're running out of room, guys. We're running out of room. Okay, so these are they're just too many cauldrons, I guess? Yep, they look exactly the same. They say B&B on them. So these are cute. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what you would use these for because they're kind of like too shallow to use for like pens. I mean, it's just a little trinket dish, I guess. You could keep some jewelry in here, but then it is kind of deep to be like trying to reach out into. So, you could use them as mini planters. That would be pretty cute. But yeah, not really my favorite item. It's definitely useful for like just decorating your shelves if you don't have any cauldron items, which I actually don't, so that could be interesting. But as you can see, my shelves are so full. I definitely have plans in the future of like having a full-on Harry Potter room because right now my setup is in my bedroom, so it's kind of only a Harry Potter corner. The rest of the room isn't Harry Potter, so I would love to have like a fully designated space so that I could really like pop off with the decor and have like Mina wallpaper and really like be able to display my props a lot better because I have stuff in like the basement as well. So yeah, once I get more room, I'll be able to make better use of stuff like this. All right, moving on from the cauldrons. Okay, so then we have our final box item. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is a replica of Fluffy, really wedged in here. So yeah, this is a replica of Fluffy, the 3-headed dog. It just lays flat like this. To be honest, I'm really not a fan of this item. I'm really not a fan. I just don't like how it looks. I don't know. Not that I'm a big fan of Fluffy in general, so I guess that's on me. But yeah, not really a fan of this one. It's all right, honestly. I probably wouldn't display it. So yeah, that is it for the items. Now let's look at the paper items we have. So what does this say? Editor's Choice, Alder Hollows. Oh yeah, so it's just telling you that the next theme is going to be year 2, and all items in this box are Wizarding Trunk exclusive. Okay, then we have this little card of Hedwig flying in the woods. That is quite pretty. I definitely would put this up. I do like the tones on this, these really like cool toned forest greens. I do think that's really pretty. So that's very nice. Then we have this. Okay, this one is lenticular. So basically, it looks like the entrance to Diagon Alley. Sorry, the entrance to the Hogwarts Express platform 9 3/4. So it changes from the brick wall to seeing the Hogwarts Express. So that is quite cool. I always find lenticular stuff are really fascinating. Okay, and then yeah, Wizarding Trunk usually does this. Then there's like the potion recipes. So preparation of the elixir of life, which is on both sides. And these always look really cool because they do make it really detailed, and it does look like it's a page out of a potion book. And there's literally instructions and ingredients and a list of utensils. So that is pretty cool, honestly, and definitely useful for any flat lays that you might be doing. And we have another potion recipe. This is preparation of Fire Up potion. I have not heard of this potion. So again, we've got the full recipe with ingredients, steps, and instruments. What does this one do? Dosage and usage. Take 1 ounce of fire potion diluted with 2 ounces of liquid. Fortifies the immune system, boosts energy, eases congestion, soothes sore throat, improves digestion, and wards off seasonal ailments. Its fiery nature is excellent for banishing sluggishness and restoring vitality during times of weariness. So yeah, this sounds like a perfect potion that I feel like everybody that lives in a cold climate could use in January. So yeah, that would be really useful if I could brew one of these up. Okay, so that's it for the potion cards. And then lastly, we have a print of I think this is definitely a Diagon Alley, exactly, because we have the brick wall opening up here. So this is quite nice. Again, definitely would display this. And this has like a really cool texture. Um and you can see details like almost like brushstroke vibes. It looks like it's a real painting. I would assume the artist that created this, like, it was a painting and then they just printed it many times for the subscription box. But this is really pretty, really pretty. I do like this item. Okay, so let's look at the spoiler card and see if there's any comments or anything we missed on there. Okay, so year 1 supply list. Number 1 was the owlery pin. It says this owlery has the fastest and most persistent owls in the business that also delivers post on Sundays. Remember, Vernon was like, it's my favorite day because there's no post on Sundays. Well, in the wizarding world there is, Vernon, so tough luck. Okay, so number 2 is the alleyway watercolor. So that's the print that we just looked at. So it says you're guaranteed to have to visit this alleyway before your trip to school to pick up your items and prepare for class. And number 3 was the lenticular print, the final stop before your long journey to school, the Hogwarts Express. Number 4, the Elixir of Life recipe. You'll need to procure this recipe from the Potion Master's Guidebook, as it may be essential for your studies this year. Number 5, the Happy Birthday Cupcake Stand. Okay, so it's a cupcake stand. This ceramic book accurate cupcake stand is something you never knew you needed but always deserved. I'm not sure what they mean by book accurate cupcake stand, because I'm pretty sure that the pink and green design of the cake is actually a movie adaptation. I'm pretty sure the book description of Harry's birthday cake is a brown chocolate cake that says Happy Birthday Harry on it with green icing, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure what they mean by book accurate. Okay, so then number 6 is the bracelet key charm. Okay, cool. So this gives us a clue. The key charm is the first of 7 charms you will acquire during your 7 years of boxes. So that's a really nice idea. With all the other boxes, we're going to get another 6 charms, and then we'll be able to fill up a bracelet. I would imagine that they would have to provide a bracelet at some point as well, so we can have somewhere to hook these onto. That's pretty nice, honestly. I really like subtle merch like that. Like jewelry fandom merch is like one of my favorites, so that's really cool. Okay, so then number 7 was the fire up recipe. This potion recipe is perfect for the colder weather that's coming. Exactly. Follow the direction to brew a potion that you keep. There's a typo there. That keeps you fired up during the winter months. Caution may cause excessive steam to emit from your ears. Well, that's exactly like that scene in The Prisoner of Azkaban where the boys were in the dormitory, and I believe it was Harry that had the steam coming out of his ears. Okay, number 8 is the set of 2 standard size ceramic cauldrons. Okay, yeah, that's the reference with that. I don't know if you guys recall, but on the year 1 supply list, it was the standard size 2 pure cauldron. So I guess that's the reference for that. So it says the next item in your Briar and Bramble apothecary kit, these standard size cauldrons will be perfect to down your fire up wellness shots. Three-headed Cerberus dog. That's number 9. You have now collected your sleeping three-headed Cerberus dog, but you're welcome to call him whatever you like. Please bring him to school for you this term. You will be responsible for transporting him to school. We wish you the best of luck with that endeavor. Yeah, that's not going to go too well. Number 10, owl statue tea light holder. You will find many of these throughout the school to light and help you find your way. Number 11, the Draught of Peace. Your first year at a new school can be stressful. This Draught of Peace room spray smells of an apothecary and stress relief. Shake well and mist your common room for a bit of peace and tranquility. Number 12, the Metal Bookmark. The 6th bookmark of the series has arrived. Perfect to keep your place when studying this term. So I guess if you had previous subscriptions from them, there was a previous set of bookmarks that you received. For me, this is the first one and year 1 in this series. So I'm not too sure about that. And last but not least, number 13, the Elixir of Life. This small bottle of the Elixir of Life is sure to be coveted by many. Keep it safe and ensure you know who doesn't get their hands on it. So yeah, guys, that is all for the Wizarding Trunk Year 1 themed box. And like I mentioned before, my first time receiving and unboxing a Wizarding Trunk subscription. So, what were my overall thoughts? I quite liked the box. My favorite items were this little flying key jewelry charm. Really liked that. And then, secondly, or equally, I suppose, it would have to be this little candlelight holder with the tea light. I thought that was really clever. I do like the cupcake stand as well. Least favorite item, as I mentioned, is like the fluffy dog statue. I just don't like how that looks. I find it looks a bit gross. Um, and I'm probably not going to be using that. I did really like the prince. I really liked this one. I really liked the Elixir of Life potion. Like I said, my first time receiving a proper potion in a glass bottle with like a real liquid that, glitters and swirls. So that was really cool. If I had to give the box an overall rating, it maybe be like a 7.5 on 10, just because there were some items that I really liked and then some that I wasn't too much of a fan of, and then don't feel like I would use that much. So yeah, guys, that is all for this video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and also make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It really means a bunch. So yep, that is all for this video. See you next time, guys. My next video is going to be the Wizarding Trunk Year 2 box, and that's going to be coming really soon because it's already been delivered. So that's all from me, guys. Take care and have a great rest of your week. Bye!